Hello to all my friends out there. How you guys? I hope everyone is doing okay. I saved my tea and I froze it very cold. It's very, very hot out here and we're having brownouts. Okay, if you knew for 100% sure that things were going to get really, really bad, would you do these 10 things? It's not could you, because you could, but would you? So what brought this video on was a while back I heard, I'm going to make some salmon balls. I stockpile these. I heard a prophecy and it was President Trump is going to get another term, but they're going to try to collapse the dollar dominance, the dollar currency dominance, and so it's going to cause us a lot of hardship. So the other day I heard him say something to the fact that we have to protect our dollar dominance. So I thought, wow, okay, well, what if that prophecy, most of the prophecies are like, they're like, well, anything could happen. Some of them are going to get it right, some of them aren't. So we know that they want to have other currencies. So I didn't grind any breadcrumbs, so I will grind some oatmeal. So even if that wasn't the issue, and that probably will be the issue, one of the issues, we still all kind of know we should prepare for some kind of reset. Oh, what's wrong with this thing? We should prepare for some kind of some kind of currency collapse. Uh-oh. Today, I left a chicken bone out, and so I have to be careful with the food. I think it's because of the heat. So let's start out with the 10th thing first. All right, the 10th thing is, do you have a healthy respect or fear of poverty? Most divorced women do. We know it's going to happen if we lose all our money. And so that's one of the reasons I am a bit of a fanatic, about being thrifty. So it doesn't matter if I have a healthy respect for poverty. Do you have a healthy respect for poverty? I remember during the pandemic, I saw women who totally quit spending money for a year. My neighbor, downsized to a townhouse just in case. Okay, so instead of, so what happened is I got this recipe when Norway was stockpiling up food. And I go, wow, this is kind of like better than my recipe. Salmon deboned, onion. I am going to use chives a little bit. Anyone who has ever been poor has a healthy respect for being poor, like the homeless. All these people, you know, you might, okay, instead of an egg, I'm going to use a little cream cheese. I guarantee you, when they get out of this mess they're in, they will have a healthy respect for poverty. Not a fear, but just in the back of their minds. One of my boyfriends, I had this boyfriend, and he told me he had been a hobo. And I thought, I said, what does that mean? You know, he was well off. He was very, very thrifty. I noticed that. Well, he didn't exactly have a home. So that is not good. So let's see, I need 1 egg, 2 slices of bread, salt, pepper. Okay. Any old, you could make one big one, but I think they taste kind of tasty in salmon balls, especially for like a little package like this. Did I get it all out? Uh-oh. Okay, now, okay, I want to talk to you about, how about, do you have a healthy respect for going hungry? Someone asked me, well, have you ever gone hungry? And I never have, because I always had a job. You know, I was a hairdresser, and, you know, we always had tips, so. But okay, so let's say if you do have a healthy respect for being, okay, I'll just put a few breadcrumbs in, being hungry, maybe, just maybe, you might be willing to stockpile some food. Okay. I was talking to this man at the gym, and his wife is an Asian, and he told me they buy rice by 100 pounds, and I go, oh, does that last for a year? He goes, oh no. So 100 pounds of rice would be between, you know, there was a famine in Korea, and they were saying if the people had a quarter cup of rice, they could have lived. But I bought 10 pounds of rice, no, 5 pounds of rice, and it was good rice. All rice is not created equal. Marked down from $10 to $5. So I am going to be buying 100 pounds of rice. It's not going to be go bad. Even if it was, it's better to have it than to worry about running out of food. So between 50, okay, I think I have a little too much oil in here for my salmon balls. Let's see, I want to pour it in something. Then 100 pounds of beans. And you might be kind of surprised, like I was, that beans are more expensive than rice. So what I would do is I would buy an assortment. I asked the AI, why are lima beans more expensive than other beans? They are labor intensive to harvest. So I would try to get lima beans, fava beans, because you can sprout those. And like in the Mexican shops, we can get those. So these are just really tasty. You can make a lot, but okay, so we have 100 pounds of rice. The beans were between 80 and 150. I would get lentils. I would get navy beans, but a majority of pinto beans. I just start out with big. They're not going to go bad. What I will do is keep my beans in, I will buy metal trash cans. So 100 pounds of beans, between 80 and 150. So, an assortment. Okay, 3 pounds of shortening. The tubs is 618. So you really need shortening to survive. This is how my shirts got all stained up. This salmon is fully cooked. Okay. Oh. So I'd say 4 3-pound tubs of shortening. Okay, oatmeal. For one person, you need 34 pounds of oatmeal per year. That's not too bad. That's doable. I would just start out on all of these at 10 pounds. So coming up is the holidays, and that's when your flour and sugar and stuff is on sale. But I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about rice, beans, and saving all the seeds out of my food so I can plant gardens, plant indoor food. I'm going to be doing that. I'll show you. When you first start out, I wouldn't expect to be really successful. So one of the things you want to learn to grow is soybeans, so you can have milk with your oatmeal. Also, the plants themselves will be valuable. You can make tofu. You can make nut milk, but nuts are expensive. And so for powdered milk, I think the $20 bag at Walmart is good, and that's 60 cups. So figure 20 bags is $140. So if you have a healthy respect for going hungry, like you don't want to, consider this one. So you might be thinking, you are a prophetess of doom. No, I like sleeping soundly. I read the comments. Oh, and don't think I'm not going to read the comments. Sometimes I go back and I read the comments for 5 years. The comments were good and they were pretty nice too. If you knew for 100% sure really bad things were going to happen, would you try to grow an indoor garden? Why do that? Why bother trying to grow soybeans, radishes, and cherry tomatoes? They're cheap enough to buy. That's just stupid. It's wasting. It's a mess. It's probably what attracted your ants. Okay, why do that? No money to buy food. Unsafe to venture out. Low quality foods like produce in the stores. Stores out of food or closed because the shoplifters are out of control. So, or how about the power is down? Today, the power here was down in the parking lot, so I figured the stores must have been on generators. Okay, or, disruption in the supply chain. All right, number 2, would you be willing to go to a food pantry or a food bank? No, I don't want to go. It's too embarrassing. The process is unpleasant. Do you have a healthy respect for going without food? All right. Okay, now, no money to buy food. Didn't save any money for when trouble strikes. So if you don't have food, if you don't have to buy food, you're going to have a little bit of food, a little bit of money for the future. That might save your life if something really bad happened. I've been through looting and burning. Okay, don't like the food. All you have to do is take the food you do like or that you will like And I have tried to talk to homeless people. Well, no, I don't want that food. I'm homeless. And I'm thinking, okay, that is not smart. Okay. But one of the best reasons to do this is to learn the food pantry plan. Go, what's going on here? What are they giving me? How can I make use of this food I'm getting to feed myself in the future? Would you be willing to investigate other religions? Okay, I've been investigating Scientology, so you might be thinking, no, that's a non-Christian religion. Survival is the central philosophy found, the central to the philosophy, primary motivation between all life's actions. And that is how I got the meal plan. And one of the followers said he's doing the $7 a day non-food plan, $50 a week, and he's following the Sea Org meal plan. It's so easy. You're gonna have food. Okay. So, I mean, I'm not saying join. Okay, make immediate use of knowledge gained. Okay, I learned that omelets and toast are a very good breakfast for me. That I will eat, and I do like eating. Pizzas once or so a week. So tomorrow is pizza day at Ralph's. So today, making use of my knowledge, what I did is I dug around and I found the freshest English muffins, and the best deal was the Kroger, and these had an expiration of over a week longer than all of the rest of the bread. I was digging through the bread, and the other one's this. This is the third week I bought this, and it lasts me a full week because if I'm eating 2 pieces of bread, an omelet for breakfast and a sandwich for lunch, I need 4 pieces of bread a day. And when I went to the food pantry, if you guys were watching the videos, you may remember that I got a lot of times 2 loaves of bread a week, and I thought, wow, that's a lot. But if you're eating 4 pieces of bread per day, you know you're going to be going through you're going to be going through a lot of bread. And then tomorrow is pizza day. Okay, so I want to make use of my knowledge of pizza. A $5 pizza is enough for 4 meals. Okay, last month from the 15th to the end of the month, I went 3 days by 3 days by 3 days, and I tried to pack as much money-saving strategies as I could in 3-day increments. It was a little taxing. For this month until the 15th, I'm going 1 week at a time. So for the $50 a week spendable income, I am getting $20 cash for 3 days. So I think another thing that has helped me is I found a good Dollar Tree. So you'll see that. Let me taste one. I have tartar sauce. Okay, so make immediate use of knowledge. I mean, even the littlest thing. Would you dollar shop? Yes, I would go to Dollar Tree. Would you do discount shopping? Yes, I would go to grocery outlet. Would you do markdowns? Yes, I would go to Ralph's and Smart and Final. Would you look for sales? Yes, at Ralph's. I go down the aisles and I go, let's see, is anything on sale? These are good. You gotta try these. sales and promotion. Number 5, would you be willing to make 1 or 2 useful items homemade a week? It'll really stretch your budget. So what I made today was, this is a package of lemon jello with about 1/3 can of fruit cocktail. And what I realized that is, if I froze my vegetables, it would speed the setting process. I get the water really cold, and then what is really, really good is, I love this. Okay, so I'm not going to be suffering, and this is going to last me for a couple days. So on 1/2 of this, I bought really fresh cottage cheese at Ralph's. And on the cottage cheese side, I like walnuts. And where did I put them? Oh, no. This messes my jello up. I'm cleaning the cupboards. That's why everything's all messed up. All right, I'll probably come across them. And on the other side, I want to put the walnuts. This is my homemade yogurt that I made, I think it was the night before last. And so on this side, I used the Kroger Greek yogurt and 1 can of evaporated milk and 1 can of water. That's all that's in it. And it gives you a big one, so you're not going to be, one of the key things is not running out of food. Oh, here's the walnuts. Okay, that's good. This is so good. I try to tell the clerk. I don't think he was going to try it. He should, though. Is this thing going? Okay. If it cuts out on me, don't be surprised. Okay, so I just want to put some nuts on the cottage cheese side. And my favorite Jello is lemon, and it's kind of hard to find. And this month I'll be buying a big bag of walnuts. So here's the Jello. Try this if you never have. So that is because of the Scientology fruit cups. And then also the Scientology has for snacks granola bars. These are really good. I already ate 3. And so let me give you the salmon ball recipe. They're just really tasty. Well, you can imagine the people from Norway. Here's the yogurt. I'm not going to go over it. I've told you guys many times. It's pretty much no fail. Just don't have any of your milk really hot. All right. And then this time on the granola bars, I had butter in my refrigerator. So instead of honey, I used pancake syrup because I had pancake syrup that I wanted to use up. That's been in the refrigerator a long time. So I used, instead of honey, I used pancake syrup. Instead of oil, I used some butter I had in there. I heated that, and then I had homemade peanut butter, and this tastes really good. I had oh, I forgot to put the mayonnaise in the salmon balls. This was sunflower seeds and Brazil nuts. That is really good. And so since I added peanut butter, I didn't add any nuts. So this was a full, I usually make a half, but I tend to eat a lot of these when I have them made up. So just by making the Jell-O and the granola bars, I have snacks for the next 2 days that go with the meal plan. Let me give you the speedy pizza recipe. This is an old one. 4 English muffins, 1/8 ounce can of tomato sauce, oregano, and mozzarella cheese. So you don't even need spaghetti sauce. But you can also just use butter with garlic powder and mozzarella cheese. If you have the English muffins, and you can make yourself some tasty breakfast sandwiches. And homemade fries are really tasty. So you can easily make peanut butter, granola, and bread. Okay, would you come up with a prudent reserve? Like if you knew something awful, something life and death, it's a reserve of funds set aside to cover unexpected expenses, short term, just 1 to 2 weeks. And how you would do it is you would save $1 a day. One good way to do it would be just try to, you're spending $7 a day on the $50 a week, just save one of your $7. Stockpile a little food all the time. So this month I'm probably going to stockpile a case. You can stockpile a whole case, or you can split up your case of 24 cans to evaporated milk, fruit, vegetables, salsa, and then I'll buy a large bag of walnuts. So you could buy 2 extra cans of those. The salsa is really handy if you're eating a lot of omelets. All right, here's one you won't like. Go without for short periods of time. Okay, today I was looking for books and I really got aggravated because it was like 104. I go to the thrift store. I'm trying to start a book business, right? I'm in the thrift store. It's hot as it stinks in there. I'm looking, I find a book. I go, awesome. It was a Mormon cookbook about this thick and it was large. I get home, I don't have it. I go back there, I go, where is the cookbook? They go, you have it. I went straight into my car and I drove home and I got home without it. So I thought, that is okay because I am not shopping in your store anymore. But I did buy some nice stuff. I bought this necklace at another smelly thrift store and I really like this. When I'm done with it, I will sell it. I got these Juicy Couture sunglasses. Yes, these are nice and I got them cheap. And then for the holidays I got this nice rug for my home, so my house will look pretty. But the one and only thing I was trying to shop for, I didn't get. So I'm very mad because I don't believe them that I took it. Okay, so would you go without for short periods of time? Yeah, 1 day, and try to save $7. So tomorrow, on the way to the gym, I will get $20. I probably will go for a short period of time without spending any money. Okay, would you consider eating some cheap food? Yeah, I do it all the time. This is cheap. Okay, how about hot dogs, canned chili, Velveeta cheese, chorizo, and eggs? Okay, if you saw, number 9, if you saw some curbside junk, would you get it? I have gotten several things. So I found a mattress, like an inflatable mattress. So if you get it and then you don't sell it, you can just take it to the thrift store. Okay, now I want to just real quick compare and contrast the food bank and the Sea Org, or the Scientologist Sea Org meal plan. The food gave us 1 or 2 loaves of bread. So this week I bought 2 loaves of bread. I got the freshest ones I could, so I'm going to have bread until the middle of the month. They gave us lots of fruit and lots of vegetables, fresh. Okay, the Sea Org, they have fruit cups. I'm sure they have fresh fruit, but this is fruit. Fruits and vegetables that are not necessarily storable. So green beans, peas, and carrots with the Sea Org are storable or frozen. But you don't want to really rely on freezing because, you know, at any minute I could be standing here in the dark and it's hot here. It's unbearable. Okay, cheese. They gave us cheese at the food bank. There's not huge amounts of cheese. Most of the time cheese is maybe eaten in place of meat. Peanut butter, both of these food plans have peanut butter. Lunch meat, both of these have lunch meat. The Scientologists had peanut butter, the food bank had peanut butter, the food bank had eggs and rice. And then the Sea Org diet had rice and pasta, but they have chicken, beef, and fish, and eggs. So, would I be willing to go to the food pantry? Yeah, I'll go again as soon as I get around to it. And I will be going to one or another food pantries or food banks for the rest of my life because I am 70 years old and I am trying to prolong my life. So I think that I made a pretty good case. Okay, if these other countries they're trying to displace the dollar as the major currency, but the thing that's always unexpected is that if it works, they could also destabilize their own economy. Further than that, like the worldwide pandemic, we could have a worldwide depression. That was the thing with the Great Depression. So what we want to make sure is, okay, my sunglasses have value, my carpet has value, my book really would have had value. I was so mad because I paid and didn't receive it for $5.99, and I usually don't like to pay that much because then I don't make that much profit. But anyway, that's what happened. The most important thing is number 10. So just start moving towards this. Something happens, you go, I don't want to eat rice and beans. Well, if you have rice, you can boil your rice in such a way that the water is like rice milk. You can boil your oatmeal in such a way that your oatmeal water is like oatmeal milk. And with your beans, if you have lard or 1 tablespoon shortening, salt, pepper, and maybe a little sugar, you can have, and maybe a few vegetables that you're growing. The Mexican garden is onions, squash, peppers, and what is the other thing? There's 4 major things. Onions, squash. And those are all pretty easy to, and then year-round radishes, cherry tomatoes. Tomatoes is the other thing. Think about Mexican food because they're eating rice and beans. And then soy. You want to grow soy no matter what, year-round. Get into the thing of growing soy. Okay, you guys, I will see you tomorrow. Please like, and the comments were awesome. I thought I was going to have nasty comments, and everybody was pretty nice. So God bless you all. And they were helpful too. Oh, one of the comments, you know what happens? I have the app, and it highlights the best comments. And one of the comments was, the most cost-effective asparagus is Jolly Green giant cans. I go, I will buy some. That was an awesome comment. Okay, bye you guys.